Hi, welcome back. It is me, your one and only, Nicole, and I am here to talk about, look at this, more books. I got more books. I know. I can't tell if you're like disappointed or proud of me or entertained, but we move. So, first I'm going to talk about the book I just got that I'm already reading called Once Your Mind by Morgan Bridges. I had to make sure I had the name right. It is the book we're reading for book club with Courtney Van Eck. And this is my first like dark romance fully, so it's really good so far. I really love it. I'll read you a little bit of the back. So, murder brought us together, only death can keep us apart. The Tormentor. Callista belongs to me. She just doesn't know it. The first time we met, I wanted her. The next time, I was obsessed. I watched her. I followed her. It only deepened my need to possess her. When she's mine, I'm never letting her go. The target, Hayden Bennett, is a monster. In and out of the courtroom. Unfortunately, I need his help. What was supposed to be a simple transaction, turns into something else. Something intense. He's always there when I need him, but I don't know if trusting him is a good idea. And this specific edition includes a never-before-seen bonus chapter. So please check the content warnings before reading. It even says it on the back, but I agree. There's some stuff in here. So with all dark romance, always be careful. Always check the trigger warnings. But I actually did get this copy on the TikTok shop. So I will link it in the shopping cart below if you're interested in like a paperback copy of that. So, and this, I left it kind of wrapped up, and it says only one bed for like one of the tropes on the keychain. And I got it from Room 831 bookstores online. They're like an online book retailer. And let me hold up that keychain a little better for you. And yeah, and I just love them. I like hearing about like their different events and the different books they have. So I would go check them out if you can. I know they have like, they're associated with different like independent bookstores, I think, all around the country, or at least 831 bookstores. And this is a pre-order of the book Exit Lane by Erica Vuring. And so it says the best of When Harry Met Sally, Normal People, and Lady Bird, all wrapped up in a vintage button-down and sprinkled with Midwestern charm, for Joanna Goddard of Cup of Joe. That's a book, I assume. The author, I don't know, and I'm so sorry. I have to brush up on my lit fic. So, this debut novel from beloved writer Erica Vuring. Oh, no wonder I haven't heard of her. It's a debut novel. This is a deeply personal and propulsive romance laced with humor, heat, and high-octane yearning. After a post-graduation drive from Iowa City to NYC, Teddy and Marin have both had enough of each other to last the rest of their lives, but that doesn't stop their paths from crossing over 80, not 80. that would be ridiculous if it was 80. For over 8 rocky years, punctuated by chance encounters and transatlantic visits, and on a journey that will eventually bring them right back to where it all started. Okay, so it does sound a lot like Normal People, and it's also available on audio if you want to listen to this, and they're available at 831stories.com or 831storieshq on all platforms. That's their username. You could see it there briefly. I mean, this might be reversed, but check it out. And I also got a short story book. Excuse me, I keep tripping over my words. And Bailey Thomas is one of the authors, but this also features D.L. Crosette, Andrea Henry, Sadika Hegras, I might have butchered that name, I'm so sorry, Laura R. Leeson, Melissa J. Roach, Bailey Thomas, that's my mutual here, and H.M. Thomas, and it's called Pack Your Bags, Vacations Gone Wrong, Love Gone Right, a collection of romance stories. So I think this is a collection of short stories, and you have summaries for each short story on the back. I'm not going to go through and read them all because I fear boring you, but if you really want me to do that for you, I would suggest that. I mean, I would suggest leaving me a comment, and then maybe I might do that. But for now, I'll just keep going with this book haul. So, Hoax and Kisses by Elodie Colliard is our next novel, and it's so cute. It's pink, my favorite color. And the summary on the back says, Matt Becker is stretched thin. He's running his flower shop solo is a full-time job, but now he's also tasked with caring for his teenage sister while their parents are away. With her expensive new school draining his savings, Matt's barely keeping his head above water. He needs money and fast. Groomed to inherit her father's hotel empire, Zoe Delacroix is finally poised to take the reins. But first, she must convince shareholders she's got what it takes and silence her own doubts. Her plan? Secure a piece of land in the town where her father once failed. Falling for a local? Definitely not part of it. Ooh, this sounds like kind of like a Lifetime romance, but maybe a marriage of convenience. We'll find out. When a crucial town vote spirals into disaster and her reputation takes a hit, Zoe finds an unexpected lifeline, Matt. He suggests a fake relationship to win back the town's favor in exchange for a spot in her small business investment program. It's strictly business until it isn't. Matt never expected the spoiled city girl to fit so easily into his world, and Zoe never questioned the future set for her until she began picturing a life that looked a lot more like this. As lines blur and real feelings get tangled in their fake romance, Matt and Zoe must find the nerve to rewrite their future or risk losing the one they never saw coming. A Shot at Love. Cover design and illustration by Leni Kaufman. So, very cute. That name sounds familiar. Maybe she designed other covers. I don't know. But, I love a fake dating story, so that makes me excited. And this next book we have here is by Elena Ferrante, and it's called The Story of a Lost Child. And Michiko Kakutani from the New York Times, describes it as dazzling, stunning, and an extraordinary epic. And Maureen Corrigan from NPR Fresh Air describes it as spectacular. So Elena Ferrante, The Story of the Lost Child, translated by Anne Goldstein, because this author originally writes in Italian, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know what this is about. There's a lot of like quotes on the back. So, okay, so The Story of the Lost Child is the concluding volume in a dazzling saga of two women. The brilliant bookish Elena and the fiery, uncontainable Lila. So this isn't a series, and I have that series. Both are now adults, with husbands, lovers, aging parents, and children. Their friendship has been the gravitational center of their lives. Both women fought to escape the neighborhood in which they grew up, a prison of conformity, violence, and enviable taboos. Elena married, moved to Florence, started a family, and published several well-received books. In this final novel, she has returned to Naples, drawn back as if responding to the city's magnetism. Lila, on the other hand, could never free herself from the city of her birth. She has become a successful entrepreneur, but her success draws her into closer proximity with the nepotism, chauvinism, and criminal violence that infect the neighborhood. Proximity to the world, as its unacknowledged leader into relief. For Lila, it is unstoppable, unmanageable, and unforgettable. Sorry. The 4 volumes in this series constitute a long, remarkable story that readers will return to again and again, and each return will bring new revelations. Okay, so that's really cool. I think this is in the series I have, and it shows them as kids on the front, so that's cool. And I still have more stories to talk about, more books, as usual, so make sure you follow along for part 2, and leave a comment, give me a follow, pay attention to my next upload, because it will be after this one. Thank you, and have a good day!